The first night of BTS's concert in the framework of the ARIRANG World Tour 2026 in Foxborough was really filled with unexpected moments. Thousands of ARMY fans packed the stadium to watch the spectacular performances of the 7 members, but no one expected that one of the most viral moments of the night came from the simple interaction between Jungkook and Jimin on stage. In the midst of the concert atmosphere full of energy, laughter, and cheering fans, Jungkook suddenly did something that made the entire stadium explode in hysterical screams. Without warning, the golden magne approached Jimin and carried him like a princess in front of the tens of thousands of soldiers present. Within seconds, the stadium's giant screen displayed the moment, and the audience's reaction was immediate beyond control. Shouts echoed from various corners of the stadium, while many fans were seen jumping for joy and disbelief at what they had just witnessed. What makes this moment even more surprising is how easily Jungkook picked Jimin up. With a big smile on his face, Jungkook looked relaxed and even walked a few steps while holding his best friend. Meanwhile, Jimin, who initially looked surprised, immediately laughed and tried to cover his face in embarrassment. Her adorable expression made the fans even more unable to control themselves. But it wasn't just Jungkook and Jimin's actions that drew attention that night. Shortly after the camera captured the moment, fans' attention turned to 2 other members who were not far from them, Jin and Taehyung. The expression of the two, which was caught on camera by accident, actually made the ARMY focus wrong. Jin is seen staring at Jungkook and Jimin with faces that are hard to explain. A few seconds later, he laughed as he shook his head as if he couldn't believe what the 2 members had just done. Many fans immediately found Jin's reaction very funny because he looked like an older brother who had seen the behavior of his younger siblings too often. On the other hand, Taehyung looks no less attractive. When the camera pans to him, he appears to be watching the moment with a big smile. Some fans even admitted to seeing a surprised and amused expression on his face. In the various fan cams that circulated after the concert ended, Taehyung's expression became one of the biggest topics of conversation on social media. Why am I focusing on Taehyung's reaction? V looks like the audience is enjoying the best drama of his life. Jin and Taehyung truly represent the feelings of the entire ARMY tonight. Such comments immediately flooded various fan platforms just minutes after the video spread. The moment is a strong proof of the closeness of the BTS members, which over the years has always been one of the biggest reasons why fans love them so much. Despite having gone through many trips together, their relationship still looks warm, natural, and full of jokes. For many of ARMY, what was most touching about a moment like this was not just the act of carrying her, but how the members seemed to really enjoy the time together on stage. There is no far-fetched impression. There is no distance. All that was seen was 7 friends who were having fun with tens of thousands of fans. Throughout the night, Foxborough was indeed filled with memorable moments. From the energetic performances of songs to the emotional segments of Ment, the concert went with incredible fanfare. But as fans talked about the first night after the concert ended, one scene kept popping up again and again in various social media posts. Yes, the moment when Jungkook carried Jimin. The few seconds-long video even managed to generate millions of views in a short time. Various international fanbase accounts are vying to upload different camera angles. There were highlights of Jimin's embarrassed expression. There were those who focused on Jungkook's strength when lifting him. There are also those who actually make special compilations containing Jin and Taehyung's reactions. This phenomenon once again shows how spontaneous moments on stage are often the most precious memories for fans. No matter how grand the staging or how spectacular the visual effects were, the simple interactions between the members always had a special place in ARMY's heart. Jungkook himself, throughout the concert, looked to be in a very good mood. He joked with the members several times and actively interacted with fans who were on different sides of the stadium. The positive energy felt so strong from the beginning of the concert until the end of the show. Jimin was amazing all night. His stage charisma managed to dazzle the entire stadium, but his funny and adorable side still appeared when interacting with other members. The combination of professionalism as a world-class performer and closeness as a friend is what makes BTS always feel special. It is not surprising that every little gesture of theirs is capable of becoming a big talk among fans. Foxborough Day 1 finally ended with a sea of army bomb light that filled the stadium. But even after the stage lights went out and the members left the arena, social media still continued to be filled with various uploads about the viral moment of the night. Many fans called it one of the most adorable interactions in the ARIRANG World Tour 2026 concert series so far. Some even joked that it would take them days to recover from the shock. What is even more interesting, the more new fan cams appear, the more funny details the fans discover. Starting from the expressions of the other members, the reactions of the crew caught on camera, to the cheers of the audience that sounded very clear when Jungkook began to lift Jimin. Each corner provides a new story that makes the moment even more memorable. For the ARMY who were present directly at the stadium, the experience is certainly a memory that will not be forgotten. Witnessing firsthand such spontaneous interactions is something that cannot be planned and cannot be repeated in the same way. That's what makes BTS concerts always feel unique. Every night has a different story. Each city has its own special moments. And for Foxborough Day 1, that night will always be remembered as the night when Jungkook effortlessly carried Jimin on stage, while Jin and Taehyung stole the show with their successful expressions that got the entire fandom misfocused. One thing is for sure, if the first night alone has brought surprises of this magnitude, fans are certainly increasingly looking forward to other unexpected moments from BTS during the course of the ARIRANG World Tour 2026. Foxborough has provided an incredible memory, and the short video showing Jungkook holding Jimin will likely go on to be remembered as one of ARMY's most iconic and most talked about moments throughout the tour. This moment is all the more interesting as how the atmosphere of the stadium changes in just seconds. Before the incident, the members were enjoying a casual interaction session with fans. They walked around the stage, waved their hands in different directions, and occasionally joked with each other. There are no signs that a viral moment is imminent. But as is often the case in BTS concerts, the most memorable things actually appear spontaneously. According to many soldiers who were present in person at Foxborough, Jungkook looked very relaxed and full of energy throughout the night. He ran a few times on stage, greeting fans from the left to the right side of the stadium and occasionally throwing jokes to the other members. When Jimin was near, the two seemed to talk briefly while laughing. Nobody knows what they're talking about. But a few seconds later, Jungkook suddenly lowered his body and immediately lifted Jimin a la Putri, without warning. The reaction that followed was truly amazing. Tens of thousands of soldiers immediately shouted at the same time until their voices almost covered the music that was playing in the stadium. Many fans claimed to reflexively hold their heads in shock at what happened. In various videos that circulated, it was even clear how some viewers screamed hysterically when they saw Jungkook walking while holding Jimin so casually. What makes this moment even more impressive is Jungkook's own expression. Instead of looking difficult, he seemed to smile broadly throughout the incident. It made many fans joke that Jungkook really has incredible physical strength. Over the years, ARMY has learned that Jungkook is one of the BTS members who is very disciplined in maintaining his fitness. He is known to exercise regularly and has amazing stamina during concerts.